This is completely random. I don't even know if we're going to keep this up on the channel. Yeah, I'm just coming out of nowhere with it. Got nothing planned except for what is going on this Friday night at 8, which is the big ass fucking season 3 premiere of the series. Uh, so I worked on this one, I don't know, a couple of days. It took me longer to get the damn intro to this next episode than it did the actual episode. I actually filmed Friday night's episode and had it edited and uploaded to YouTube all in one day. So all these damn YouTubers out there saying it takes them X amount of hours and they spend days and days and days trying to edit their videos and shit like that. I don't know what they're doing wrong, but they're obviously doing something wrong because I can go out to the woods, I can shoot a video, and no, you ain't missed much. We just got started. You don't have audio? Hold on a sec. I can hear me just fine. Hey, half pace. Yeah, I did get something out here. We're kind of doing. I'm gonna do a couple of live streams before. Uh, I'm gonna do a couple of live streams before the premiere on Friday night. What I was saying there is, I got to go out and film this Friday night's episode. I went out around sunrise, filmed the episode, got home, edited it all up, had it uploaded to YouTube about 3 days ago, and it's just been sitting there waiting for the time to come around to release it. And I had a hell of a time holding on to it too. It's a good episode. It was a lot of fun doing it. A lot of work doing it. I ran into a little bit of weather, which made it a bit of an adventure. Uh, but yeah, filming it, editing it, putting it all up. Like I said there at the beginning of the stream, it took longer to film the actual intro to this video than it did to, just get the video up. So, it's a good episode. I hope everybody joins in Friday night at 8 for the premiere. It's gonna be epic. And the way this thing kicks off is just, it's me through and through. It's a good time. But I wanted to make it entertaining for everybody. Weather's been crap there. It's been like spring here. I got the flowers in my flower beds are turning green and growing. It's crazy. I ain't got no cold weather at all. Nothing that I didn't need a light jacket for. I did have my long coat on whenever I went out though because we had a front come through, and yeah, that was a bit of fun. The front, whenever it came through, it was whipping up winds at there was like between 30 and 45 mile an hour gusts. They weren't sustained, they were just gusts. And whenever those gusts were coming through, man, there was limbs falling down all around me and all this other shit. The opening scene of Friday night's episode, the wind is just tearing up the audio. It was nasty. It got so bad that I actually had to throw up an emergency shelter to get out of the weather that had come in, but it only lasted for about 45 minutes and then it just passed through and everything kind of leveled out after that. But good time. Yeah, winds have been nuts. Fucking global warming or something shit like that. Uh, so it's a pretty good sized premiere. It's an hour long episode Friday night, which is normal for our Friday night episode. I was going to make a 2 hour episode, but didn't really have to go that far with it. But Friday night's the big night. We're going to kick off a whole new season, and we're going to start taking a little bit different direction with the channel because, as you can tell by the title of this live stream, we're evolving to the point where we really don't fit into the bushcrafting genre. I think it's too limited. And so we're going to kind of be branching out and expanding the channel. We're going to sort of go off in our own direction a little bit. And that's going to kick off this Friday. I mean, there's going to be bushcrafting involved. There's going to be, I don't like doing the 101 shit because if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, I'm probably not the one you should be watching because I do some stupid shit out there that nobody should be doing if they're new to this. I'm not a Bushcraft 101 channel. I'm not here to teach you the survival basics like everybody else is doing, and I sure as hell ain't here to put on some fucking survival stunt show for you where I'm just challenging, challenge. I'm gonna do this challenge. I'm gonna do that challenge. Fuck all that. I ain't gonna do that either, because that's just showboating. And half the guys that go out there saying they're gonna do this wilderness survival challenge, I mean, it's no challenge at all. Yeah, see that's the same thing with me. Half pace outdoors. Like I don't have bushcraft or outdoors in the title of uh my channel because I'm not with that clique. But at the same point in time, we use those keywords to for so people that do enjoy the outdoors to sort of find our shit. You know what I mean? But other than that, other than it being a search term, it really don't serve me at all because people looking into bushcraft, they're expecting a certain type of content, and then they come to the old Huntsman's channel, and I'm not the kind of content that they were expecting. Yeah, and I try to be. I do that on purpose. Uh, but even with me being outside the box a little bit, I've got 150 new subscribers this past month, so I must be doing something right, and that's pretty average. My channel views are up at like 70, between 73 and 75,000 views for the month, which ain't bad for my size of channel. And then 150 new subscribers. I don't even know who the hell they are for the most part. A lot of them just sort of sit in the background, which is cool. You got to have that kind of background audience. They really don't want to get involved in the conversation or anything like that. They're just here to watch and be entertained, and that's kind of where I'm coming from. Uh, I'm going to coin the term outdoors entertainment because if you watch the Huntsman series, it's more about just raising hell and having a good time. Bushcraft 101 is very slight. Like we'll give a couple of lessons. Of course, we do the live streams from the woods and the builds and stuff like that. That's just all part of it. But even doing the Bushcraft build live stream that we did last year, that was more entertainment than it was a how-to guide on how to put that shelter up, even though the damn shelter went up every step of the way right there on the live stream. So I guess it did come out to a pretty good manual. I mean, anybody could watch that live stream series and see that build go up step by step and go out there and replicate every fucking thing that I did. So uh, it's cool to have those guides, but I am not the Bushcraft 101 lesson classroom like everybody else is. I'm not going to do that shit. I don't do a lot of gear reviews. A Friday night's episode, the premiere episode, I do go through some gear though. I go through the gear that I keep in my hip pouch that you guys see me wearing all the time, and I never broke it out. I've never gotten into that front pouch of that hip pouch and showed you guys the kind of kit that I carry with me all the time. So we will get into that. I'll break that down. We get some gear in there. We get an emergency shelter. Like I was saying there, I had a front come through. Gotta get the old dip in. I had a front come through, and it was dropping limbs around me, and I got a little bit of rain with it, so I threw up a 3-minute tarp shelter. Up quick as shit. I only had to tie it off one time. But the tarp configuration is a little bit different, because I didn't just throw the tarp up to cover my head. I needed to get out of the damn wind, so I wanted a fully enclosed shelter. So I configured my tarp to be a fully enclosed tent. It's a 10 by 10 ripstop nylon tarp. And I show you how I folded it to have a fully enclosed shelter with a floor. So you're not just, draping it over a stick and calling it a tent. You actually can fold it up, 10 by 10 or any square, whatever size you're using. Fold it up where you have basically a fully enclosed tent. And you can lift the edge of the floor up just like on a tent to keep the rain from coming in. So you stay dry, you stay out of the wind. It's got a flap that comes down like a doorway. And you can close yourself off from that kind of weather, which is exactly what I did whenever I started filming Friday night's episode. So we get, in Friday night's premiere, we get that, you get to see step by step how I set up a fully enclosed tent out of a 10 by 10 tarp. We get some gear in there. We take a 5-mile hike in Friday night's episode and climb 25 stories, which is 250 feet. A little bit more than that. 250 is average. So it was a hell of an episode, hell of a climb, hell of a walk. 5 miles through the forest, one direction. We didn't just like circle around and circle around and circle around. We actually had a specific destination we were going to. But it was a 5 mile hike, and we never left the woods. But the woods that I film in is massive. I mean, 5 miles in this woods is nothing. The damn thing goes on for 250 miles. So we get to see a little bit of the landscape and kind of hang out a little bit out there as we're taking breaks along the way. And the landscape changes drastically. It goes from high ridges and deep valleys and waterfalls to hardwood forest to a pine forest. I mean, we get it all in one episode, all in one hike, which it was a really good time. Had a lot of fun doing it, and of course, the old white-tailed deer make an appearance too. So, Friday night's episode is going to be awesome as shit. But after the premiere, that's when we're going to start taking the channel in a different direction, and we're going to be expanding things a little bit. If you tune in to Friday night's premiere, I will also have the link to my new secret channel that has, I'm uploading content to it now, but it has no content released on it just yet. So the deal with the new channel is it's more of a vlog style, and it's more of my life outside of the woods, with some crossover content between the Huntsman series and this more personal vlog. So you get to hang out with me on the vlog. We tell a lot of bullshit stories. You know, there's hunting stories, fishing stories, and it really highlights the contrast of my life living on the edge of the Emerald Forest and the second largest metropolitan area in my state. So I live right on the cusp of those two. If I go to the north, I'm in the city. If I go to the south, I'm in the forest. I'm right in the fucking middle of the two. So I have this very unique blending of city and backwoods that just gives me a very unique perspective on life. Whenever I'm out there in the woods and I come back in to the city, I have a different point of view of the kind of shit that's going on in society and shit like that. And people seem to be jumping on to wanting to know what I think, and not on a bullshit level where I'm just laughing and joking and shit like that. What I think about very specific topics, politics, and blah blah blah. So we can get on into that kind of stuff on the new channel. I will be doing a lot more live streams on the vlog channel than I will here. So we'll have the Huntsman series and all that it entails still rolling. And then we'll have just sort of hanging out and more privatized personal stuff on the new channel. I'll be offering the link, the first link to that channel. So my subscribers, anybody that tunes into Friday night's premiere, gets your first ticket to that new channel. You can come out and hang out with me over there a little bit more often. See a little bit different type of content for anybody that's interested in it. So it's not going to be a bushcraft survival outdoors channel. It's going to be more just old huntsman sitting around bullshitting. And more of a vlog style, a little bit more random. We're going to be looking at what's trending on YouTube, how I film, and you know, all the behind the scenes stuff for the Huntsman series. I'll be talking about the Huntsman series. We're going into 3 years of doing this now, so I'll be talking about my experience throughout the past 3 years and all of that kind of stuff. Like I was saying there, I can go out and film a video, a 1 hour video. 1 hour video. I can film it in the morning, be home by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, have that damn thing edited and up on YouTube by 10 o'clock that night. I got other people, a lot of other people saying they spend days and days and days and days and days editing their videos and all this other shit, and their videos look like crap. I don't know what the fuck they're doing that makes them invest that much time into just making a damn video. Even if I didn't like have a Friday night episode of Huntsman filmed on Thursday, you can bet your ass that episode would be in full up on YouTube by Friday morning. And in the rare cases, when I think there was 2 or 3 times that we just went live for a Friday night episode throughout the past 2 years, which was cool. I mean, you can do that. It's more organic, and it's a bit of a surprise. Like tonight's episode is going to be live, and we do that whenever something big's happening. And it's the same with the premiere. I see a lot of people using the old premiere stunt all the damn time. Like every video they put out is a premiere, and it lasts maybe 10-15 minutes, and then the big fucking premiere is over. I don't do that. I save the premiere feature on YouTube for a major episode. Like, it's got to be big. It's got to be an event. I don't think that anybody should be using that premiere feature for a fucking 10-minute, bullshit plug, or for every fucking video that they put out just because they want to try to interact with the audience. I mean, I love interacting with you guys. I love just hanging out here bullshitting with you, answering questions, kind of like what I'm doing now, just out of nowhere. Uh, but whenever old Huntsman does a premiere, it's a fucking premiere. Like it's a movie. And this Friday night is a fucking movie. It's got everything in it. It's got a shelter. It's got gear. It's got wildlife. It's got 4 different types of terrain. It's got an endurance challenge. It's got a treasure hunt. It's got everything all wrapped up into a 1 hour episode. Really cool deal. We even do some commentary on there about a little motherfucker that tried to do some passive aggressive criticism on my content. Like I ain't gonna see that shit. But we are gonna do another live before Friday night's episode, probably a Thursday night thing. I never stream this early in the daytime, so I didn't know if anybody's going to show up or not. Most everybody that joins in on the streams come in later in the afternoon. We all got jobs and shit like that, so we'll try to get an evening stream in, maybe 1 or 2 streams this week. Do that kind of thing, kind of bring everybody up to speed on what's going to be coming. Going back to the topic at hand for this stream, we will be turning away from bushcrafters. Like, I don't even want to watch them no more, because they ain't showing me nothing new. I will support other outdoors channels, and of course I do have some of, very good bushcrafting channels that I'm happy to watch and support. Give them some watch time, leave them a comment, do the whole Huntsman's being social thing. But yeah, everybody knows that I don't fit into that little Bushcraft 101 clique. So, hey, William, thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, old Huntsman's going to be turning away from the Bushcraft genre. We're going to be extending our reach a little bit. Plus, I have the new channel that's going to be launching. The new channel, that's going to launch with 22 videos spread. So, you'll get the link to the channel. I wanted Huntsman viewers to get the link to the new channel before that channel actually launches. So you guys can go over there, kind of settle in there, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Hey, Jason, and settle in with the new channel. And then, but I got to warn you guys, if you guys go to my new channel, that's going to be coming up, and we'll give that link out Friday night. If you guys go to that new channel and you subscribe and hit the bell, I would not turn on all notifications until after the premiere, because if you guys turn on all notifications for that channel, the night that it premieres, there's going to be 22 videos released all at the exact same time. So you're going to get 22 notifications all at once, which might look cool as shit, and it might annoy the shit out of some of you. But yeah, it's going to be 22 videos, and each video is a completely different topic with completely different tags, and I mean, it's going to be nuts. When that channel launches, I'm hoping that the launch goes really good, and I'm hoping that it pulls in a lot of fucking people really fast, but Oklahoma, I've been to Oklahoma. One of my exes is from Oklahoma. She lived just south of Tulsa in Pryor. That was a good time. I've been through Oklahoma a couple of times. I drove for like hours and hours and hours and didn't see nothing but a hawk. Got down there in the mid and southern parts of Oklahoma in Native American reservation, and just drove and didn't see nothing but a hawk. Yep, I've been to Okie. Well, I forgot what I was saying now. See? Trying to survive got me thinking about my ex in Oklahoma. Hey, Joy. Thanks for stopping by, sweetie. I'm just popping in random updates and lives of what's coming up on the series. Yeah, no, I grew up in open ground. Where I live at now, of course, it's all hills and valleys and deep gorges and stuff like that. But where I'm from, it's just bean and cornfields as far as the eye can see. You could watch your dog run away for 2 weeks. What I was saying there, the new channel, if you guys get the link to the new channel on Friday night's premiere, and you go over there and you hit that bell icon, 22 episode release, it's going to be a massive release for a new channel. And that channel is going to be run a little bit different than the Huntsman channel, because that one is all about views and subscriber count. So we're going to see how many views and subscribers I can pick up on a vlog style channel in 2020, with the goal of hitting 1 million subscribers. And there's going to be a lot of stunts pulled on that channel, trying to get to that 1 million subscriber mark. So yeah, on the Huntsman series, I don't care about that kind of stuff. On the new channel, it's going to be about what's trending this week, what's trending today, what's been trending for the last 6 months, and I'm going to give my spin on that kind of thing. So as far as content goes, I'll go to the YouTube homepage. I'll pick out what topic that's trending right now. I'll give my thoughts on that after watching a few videos and see what other people are saying. So you get the Huntsman perspective of what's happening right now in the world, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's gaming, news, politics, you know, some Instagram whore, you know, pulling some stunt. That kind of thing. So the new channel is going to be a completely different type of content than the Huntsman series. The Huntsman series is more outdoors. The new channel is more a random vlog style. So you get my perspective of stuff that's happening outside of the woods. So you get this, you know, a guy like me giving commentary on anything that pops up, what everybody else is out there talking about. And it's not really genre based to a point, but you know, yeah, that kind of thing. Puppies and kittens. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna be saying, oh, that's a cute little kitten. Everybody look at this kitten. We might get a bagel up there. But there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. There's a lot of shit that trends on YouTube that we don't get to talk about inside this genre because it doesn't fit with the genre, and you kind of niche down a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna kick off a Huntsman style channel. It's gonna be me. Ain't gonna be no different. It's just I get to talk about a different type of content on the new channel, and do a lot of different things. We'll be hanging out here at the house a little bit more, live streaming a little bit more on that channel. Doing some video reviews, doing some movie reviews. We could do anything on that channel. The options are limitless, and then we'll kind of niche it down depending on what folks like seeing the most. But a 22 episode premiere for a channel, it's something to pull off, especially whenever I'm filming for the Huntsman series, and trying to keep this channel going, because we're hauling ass on this channel right now. But now I'm going to be starting a second channel, and it's a completely different kind of content. So I got to kind of switch gears. I go from filming the Huntsman series and doing the Huntsman content to going over to this other channel, and it's a completely different program and a different way of thinking. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. You know, the no beans and chili thing, that's a debate that's probably going to go on till the end of time, but I don't know exactly what the fuck you're supposed to put in chili that doesn't have beans in it, and it's not just tomato soup with some, you know, whatever. I don't know. Down south, chili's a whole different fucking beast than it is up here in Yankeeville. Up here, we put beef and beans in our fucking chili. And down there, they're just drinking fucking tomato juice. I don't know. I'm out of coffee now. Might have to go grab another cup. Please hit that thumbs up, share this out, let everybody know that we're live streaming right now. Huntsman came out of nowhere with this shit saying we're not going to do bushcraft no more. At least we're not going to be limited to that niche anymore. Hey, Frontier. Yeah, I like it both ways too, I guess. The when in Rome. Hey, Dixie. Yeah, we're not going to be sticking to the bush. We're not going to limit ourselves to bushcraft anymore, because I don't think I've been bushcraft since I fucking started the channel, really. it inspired me to start the channel in a way, but the topic is just so limited. Like, content wise, there's only so much you can do and still fit into that tiny little fucking subject matter. Like, you're either fixing food over a fucking campfire, or you're talking about survival gear. And aside from that, what do? Build a shelter, build another shelter, build another shelter, build another shelter. And as far as I'm concerned, the bushcraft genre is nothing but the fucking outdoors cooking network, because that's all anybody does. They go out there, they spark a fire, and they fix food, and they go home, and that's it. I mean, that's it. It doesn't matter if they spent the night after they ate their food. That's all they're doing. They're going out, fixing food, going to sleep, going home, and that's what they do every fucking video. It's the Outdoors Cooking Network, and I don't want to be limited to that. Last year we did the build. We had a huge focus on the build. Yeah, well, and outdoors niche in general, but it's really hard to market that, because, or it's hard to push that on YouTube. YouTube, wants you to have subject matter. But a couple weeks back, I had an interview. I was on Strung Out Outdoors, and he was doing this little Q&A with me, and him and I got to talking late in that stream. It was like a 5-hour stream, because I can go on and on. We got to talking about YouTube really does not have a listing for outdoors channels, which is why it's so hard for outdoors channels to grow. It's got to be entertainment or persons or some shit like that. We don't have our own category on YouTube, so it's really hard to grow an outdoors channel. Which is why I'm starting the new channel. The new channel is just going to be like people and blogs listed. I can list it as that, and I can talk about other topics. Trying to get a outdoors channel up and running on YouTube, it takes years to do, because it takes that fucking long for the content to get out. But I'm also at a cusp. About 3 years into YouTube is when you really start snowballing with views and subscribers. Between 3 and 7 years. I have a 5-year plan for the Huntsman channel. I don't go beyond 5 years. So the 5th year, we're going into year 3. The 5th year might be my final season. I don't know. It just depends on how things go. I'm not going to beat this horse to death, though. When things start slowing down, or I start struggling coming up with new content ideas because I don't want to be repetitive, we'll call it quits, and the series will still be there. The channel will still be up and running for anybody new coming along. But and by then I'll have, probably 1,000 videos out. Take 20 minutes to talk about a tree. I could actually tell you stuff about trees that other guys aren't talking about. Yep, start marketing Huntsman Fire Dep. I'm gonna need a new revenue stream, so we can keep our One Tree Planted program going, which is actually going to get a good boost this month. Like I said, this it was a really good month. We're only like 2 weeks into it. We got the premiere coming up, which is going to kick the series off a little bit more. But even without me uploading really new content since before Christmas, and really not pumping out a lot of stuff since before Christmas, we took that long break, I still got 150 new subscribers, even though I was on vacation. And I'm still pumping out 75 to 80,000 views. So everything's still right up to average. Even without me putting out any new shit, I'm still up at average. I put out a few videos that were just sort of recaps, or like the Shit Huntsman Says videos that were just fun stuff to kind of keep things rolling a little bit. But if you look at those views, it's really nothing. Sure as fuck don't add up to 80,000 views for the past month. But we did pull in, we're just over $200 on the revenue, so all of that stuff's going to go to planting our trees, and we'll get closer to our 5,000 tree goal. Raccoon calling? That would be cool. I'm going to have to check that out. Yep. I mean, I don't think you should limit yourself to bushcraft. If you got bushcraft in the title of your channel, you should probably just take it out. Shit Huntsman Says, I was surprised that series went over as well as it did. Because I was just pulling out those fucking one-liners and shit like that, primarily on the live streams. I was just going back looking at some old footage while I was on hiatus there, and I was like, hey, let's pull this out and see what we can do with it. So it was fun doing that little series, and everybody's wanting a volume 4. Like I was going to do 3. Everybody's wanting volume 4, and I had even had a couple people say you should do this all the time. But that's a pain in the ass. Let me tell you, because the last one, uh, I went through 17 hours of footage to put together that tiny little video. But yeah, shit. Huntsman says volume 4. Everybody's like up on that saying, "You do another one, do another one." And I'm like, man, you don't know how much work goes into that. Trying to find where I went off the fucking rails and got too drunk on a live stream. Uh, but yeah, that was a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun doing that little project. I'm surprised it went over as well as it did. But I'm betting my fucking trolls and haters absolutely fucking disgusted by that little series that I put out over the holidays. Uh, but we have fun. Everything's all in fun. It's just tough love. That's all it is. Um, we're outdoors entertainment. If they want Bushcraft 101, there's plenty of channels out there to teach them the basics of fucking being out in the woods. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try to entertain everybody that already knows their shit. So I'm not going to come at you guys like every fucking week like you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. You actually need trolls. I need better quality trolls, to tell you the truth. You do need trolls, though, because if you got a couple of trolls on your channel, uh, they they keep your activity up. It doesn't matter if you get a thumbs up or thumbs down. Hit that thumbs up, motherfuckers. It doesn't matter if it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's still activity on your video. Uh, and then, of course, you get a troll or you get some guy that absolutely hates your content or has something against you. So he goes to his friends and he's talking shit about you behind the scenes, because he ain't gonna say nothing to your face, or he sure as hell ain't gonna address you on this channel. But they're talking behind the scenes, and then they want to come and look at your channel to see what the fuck you actually said. So you get that drama happening in the background, and it increases your revenue, it increases your views. Nobody's coming to my channel because they want to be my friend. They're coming to my channel because they want to find out what the fuck I'm going to say next, and to be entertained, which is what I'm focusing on now as far as the third season of the channel. Uh, I want to entertain you guys. I want you to guys to come to my live streams or come to the show on Friday nights and just grab a beer and have a good time watching the show, and not be bored and not get Bushcraft 101 drummed into your head. I mean, you guys should know your shit by now. Hell, I've been doing it for 2 years, and look at all the stuff that we've done. You should know where I'm going with my kind of content. And it should be more about just kind of hanging out and having fun, having a good time. Um, and leave the survival skills and all of the gear and all of those little fucking bullshit stunts to somebody else. Somebody else can do that kind of stuff. I don't need to be doing what they're doing. Uh, I'll try to keep up with this chat here. Caribou Country Outdoors. New channel name. Same old friend. I'm glad you're back, you dumb motherfucker. Work on Friday night so you don't get to watch. I apologize trying to survive. Friday night, doing a show on Friday night, that's a bad spot to upload a YouTube video. Everybody uploads on Tuesdays, Wednesdays. That kind right midweek. Doing it on Friday night after everybody had a hell of a work week and they're just trying to, wind down and not think about anything. It's a bad spot to actually upload episodic series to. I get very few views on Friday night, but they come in over the weekend and then they come in through the next week. So that's the benefit of having a YouTube channel, is you can actually go back and watch anything that you missed. You don't have to see it as soon as it comes out. Whenever you got time, it'll be there. Live streams a little bit different. You can go back and watch the live streams, but if you want to interact, then you got to kind of, obviously be there. New content soon. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to it. We got the, season 3's coming up. We're going a completely different direction this season. Our first season, I was looking back at that footage over the holidays, and while I was trying to brainstorm what direction I wanted to go in. So I went back all the way back to season 1, and you know, we had that scratch on the lens of the camera, and everything was just, it looked hokey to me. It really did. It looked generic as hell, and I really didn't get anywhere. Made a hell of a name for myself, but the first season we put up the wiki up shelter. We got that damn thing up. Spent some time out there. Did a lot of tracking deer and you know the trail cam footage and stuff like that. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Uh, but season 1 of The Huntsman was really fucking lame as far as I'm concerned. I'm embarrassed by some of the videos that I put out on that season. Season 2, though, we rolled around. And now, you know, I had gone out there for a year and I was talking shit about everybody. So season 2 comes around, it's time to back your ass up. So season 2 rolls around, we go to a completely different forest, and we did the live Bushcraft build series where we built the cottage. And we spent the entire year live streaming this cottage build and landscaping and the Crystal Chronicle. And, you know, we're still going up visiting HB because he's a fan favorite. I think he gets more love than I do. But in the second season last year, we proved some shit. You know, we actually backed our asses up with season 2. But as season 2 progressed, we got further and further away from what you see bushcrafters doing. We weren't talking about gear all the time. We wasn't talking about what's on Amazon. We wasn't talking about Bushcraft 101 survival tactics and basics. We wasn't doing a bow drill. We wasn't sparking a fucking fire and fixing food every episode. It was about building this microcosmic world, and it wasn't just the shelter itself. It was landscaping. It was the crystals. It was, I mean, there's so many different facets that came in, and as we went through that adventure, and it was proving ourselves a little bit, I evolved. The content evolved beyond what you see in the bushcrafting genre. So year 1, we're like, okay, bushcraft inspired us, but these guys are full of shit, and they're Dora the Explorer, and I'm not that kind of guy. Year 2 comes in and I'm proving I'm not that type of guy, and I can actually back my shit up. And we did a whole different thing. I didn't see, and I'm sure they were around, I did not see a lot of bushcrafters live streaming before we did the live bushcraft build series, and now all of a sudden everybody's fucking live streaming. I'm sure that they were around. I'm sure that they were streaming and shit like that. But now you got hangouts all the fucking time in the outdoor genre. Did not see that when I first came onto the scene, but I wasn't subscribed to a lot of channels either. So they could have been live streaming, or they could have taken a cue from the old huntsman saying, look at this motherfucker. He's live streaming from his camp. And we did that in season 1. We just picked it up in season 2 and rolled with it, and we took it to a whole new level by building that cottage, which is way beyond what you see anybody else doing right now. Sorry guys, 1 second. So natural progression, natural evolution of the channel. We kicked off, we evolved, and we're going to evolve again, and we're going to evolve really quickly this next season. And my thing, when I first came onto the scene, and what I took away from season 1 was, I wanted to keep more focus on the wilderness itself and less on my face. Like, I didn't want you guys watching me do the chores. I kind of led that into the live bushcraft build series, where I was doing all of the wood processing and the gathering the materials and all the chore work and getting it up to the build site, and then all you guys would see is just putting the damn thing together. So all of that B-roll was cut out because the B-roll is just B-roll, you know, it's just cutting wood and hauling stone. It's boring as shit to watch that, but actually putting it together into a structure, what we made, that was a pretty cool deal to capture on film. And all the mistakes are in there. It was a learning curve for everybody that joined in on that project. But going back to wanting to keep the focus on nature itself, on the wilderness itself, and less on me, to make the forest the main character. That's kind of what I'm going into with this third season. We're going to be checking out new landscapes. We're going to be really diving deep into the Emerald Forest. We're going to go on a lot of hikes. And I'm going to cut down the walking and talking time. And it'll be more of this absolutely amazing landscape that I live in. There are a lot of places out there in the forest that we ain't seen yet. There's a lot of places out there that I want to take you guys to, and I want you to have this sort of first person experience as far as the footage goes. So, as the series progresses over this next year, yes, we'll be at the cottage build, which is complete. The fireplace, the chimney's up, the door's on. We're going to be doing some wood projects down there as far as building a bed, building a table, building a chair. And we'll probably be doing that kind of stuff on a live stream too. Just craft projects at camp to make camp a little bit more comfortable. The build's up. Now we got to put the furniture in it. We got landscaping to do. We got flowers to raise. We got the ivy growing around the crystal to tend to. And it's just maintaining the forest, bringing the wildlife in a little bit closer. We'll have the trail cam up and running out there. We have shed season going on right now too, so might find a Bigfoot. And we'll be doing a lot more overnighters this next year. So, but the overnighters that I'm going to be doing, again, we're not going to do Bushcraft 101 overnighters. We're not just going to go out there, spark a fire, fix some food, and hang out. It's going to be different. We're going to be going on night hikes. And I'm going to show you a different way of starting fire that you probably never seen before. For instance, I'm going to show you how to start fire with sugar from your kitchen. Just sugar. I'll show you guys how to start a fire with the sugar you put in your coffee. We'll be doing a couple of different types of shelters, and then I do have a secret camp that's going to be coming up too. I ain't going to fucking time my wood with my knife. I love my knife. I got an axe to do the woodwork. I don't need to fucking beat my knife to death with it. Yeah, we're going to put the focus on nature. We're going to put the focus on the wildlife. We're going to put the focus on the landscape itself and more first-person views where it feels like you guys are just walking along beside me. So the camera's going to be less turned on me. I'll still be talking to you, but you're going to see what I'm seeing more than seeing me and, you know, whatever's back here. You'll see what I'm seeing in front of me. Yep, coffee creamer. There's a couple of tricks there's a couple of tricks, and you don't see bushcrafters doing that too much. You don't see them using chemistry to start the fires. They're always using, you know, ferro rods and you know, bow drills and shit like that. Nobody's using potassium to start the fires. Nobody's using chemistry to start the fires. Another thing I'll be bringing up too is foods that increase your core body temperature, which is what I've been using this winter. There are specific foods that you can carry with you, specific foods that you can eat before you go out in the wintertime that'll increase your core temperature and help keep you warm. So diet matters while you're out in winter survival too. So if you want to increase your body temperature by 1 or 2 degrees, just to keep that core temperature up, keep you a little bit warmer while you're out in the wintertime, I'm going to tell you what foods to eat that increase your body temperature in the wintertime, and on the other side of that, I'll teach you what to eat that lowers your body temperature, lowers your metabolism, so everything slows down a little bit in the summertime and you stay cooler. Chemistry and biology will be topics that we'll be getting into. Yep, nobody talks about that. And I'm putting these topics out on the live stream right now, so everybody's going to say, well, I'm going to beat Huntsman to the punch. I watched Huntsman's live stream. He's going to talk about how to start fucking fire with potassium and sugar. He's going to start talking about how to, you know, foods to eat that keep you warm, foods to eat to keep you cold, different types of shelter, terrain shelters. Nobody's talking about terrain shelters. They're going out there building shelters with, you know, dead standing, or they're going out there with a tarp and a hammock or whatever. You don't see them just huddling down in a terrain shelter, a cave, grotto, an overhang, a rocky overhang, cuddling up next to a down tree log, or even climbing inside of a log and sleeping inside of that log for the night. We're putting out all these ideas right here on the live stream. Everybody's going to jump on these ideas, and you're going to see them out there. You'll see them out there in the community. As soon as I talk about them, everybody going to be in there saying, "Oh, Huntsman's going to be doing this shit. We better get on it." And that's fine. I want them to do it. I want them to push the envelope, get out of that fucking tiny little box that they've been keeping themselves in. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Keep an eye on Huntsman in season 3 of the channel, because we're going to blow this sumbitch up. We're going to blow that tiny little box of bushcrafting with a pretty pink bow on it and Dora the Explorer wrapping paper. We're going to blow that sumbitch up, and we're going to bring something new to the table. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it. We're going to keep it entertaining. And that's what I'm focusing on. And I hope everybody comes along with me. I hope everybody hits that thumbs up, shares the videos out, and helps the channel grow. Because I think there's a lot more people out there that want a different type of content, and I'm going to bring it to them. There's also people out there that absolutely hate my content, and there's a reason they hate it. But there's also a reason that I got, 150 new subscribers this past month, and I haven't uploaded anything new. There's a reason I got 80,000 views this past month, and I ain't uploaded anything new. And we're just now getting ready to kick off season 3, where that content's going to be rolling out, and it's going to be a whole new subject matter. It's going to be whole new tricks that nobody else is doing. So I am watching other bushcrafting channels. I'm watching what they're doing, and I'm taking that as a sign of what not to do, because it's already been done. They're already talking about this shit. I don't need to talk about it too. If you want to see Bushcraft 101, you go watch them. If you want to see something else, you come and watch Huntsman. And we're going to be cranking that content out left and right. We're going to be doing a lot more live streams from here at the house. We're going to be doing a lot more live streams from out at camp. We got a new Bushcraft build coming up this summer. And it's going to be a secret camp. So I have the Wiki Up shelter, which is still standing after a year of neglect. It held up. We got it all patched up, and she's still up and running. We got the cottage build that we spent all last year working on, which is an absolutely beautiful site, even in the dead of winter. And we're saving the reveal of the complete project until the spring bloom. Hey, thanks, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. So you're not going to see the cottage again that we spent all last year. We're not going to go back to that camp, or at least I'm not going to be filming at that camp until everything's green and the flowers are blooming and the birds are singing and there's a fucking rainbow landing on that crystal that's sitting up on the column and everything looks enchanted. I will tend to the camp. Appreciate that, Dennis. I will tend to the camp. And it's gonna be stunning whenever you see it. Whenever we finally do the Huntsman's Camp reveal episode, where you get to see the camp for the first time, it's gonna blow your fucking mind, because we brought in ivy, we brought in wildflowers, we brought in blackberry bushes that are growing. We got the crystal up. We got the cottage built done. We brought up a lot more blue shale from the creek bed to line the pathway going down through there. Did a lot more landscaping as far as the bank goes to slow down erosion. And whenever we put those stones up on the bank, we place them around ferns. So those ferns are going to be growing over the stone. Plus we have those 3 circles that surround the camp at different layers, that's all lined with wood that's been breaking down over the winter. We're going to have all these mosses and lichens and mushrooms and everything growing around in 3 circles around the build. So the world that we built last year, even I don't know what it's going to look like when the bloom comes, but I'm betting it's going to be fucking epic, and I really want to save that for a special episode, and that'll probably be another premiere episode too when we finally go back to camp. Until then, primary shit going on for me right now is our shed hunt is starting to pick up. It starts, late January. The deer that I'm seeing right now still have the racks on them, but I'm on a treasure hunt right now trying to find some more of these things right here. We want some more deer racks, so I've been doing a lot of shed hunting, trying to get some more rack in the sack. So I'm trying to find sheds like this here, where I'm actually getting pieces of the deer that I'm catching on film. I'm also trying to find anything that didn't survive the winter, so deer skulls, bones, things like that we can work into craft projects. And I got a couple craft projects that I've been working on. So the shed hunt is really big right now. It's a lot of hiking. If you go out shed hunting, the primary rule is prepare to walk. And my last hunt, or my first scouting hunt, I went 5 miles on just looking for rack, and I run into deer that still had their racks on them and came home empty-handed. But I still got my 5 miles in. 5 miles is a pretty good day hike, especially in my terrain. It was rough going. I was tired by the time I got done. But shed hunting is happening right now. We'll have spring turkey season. It's going to be coming up. Be shooting the bow a little bit. I did get skunked on last year's whitetail hunt. Hey, appreciate it, John. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit different type of content. Hit the bell icon. We got a lot of shit coming up. And if you guys can, share it out, man. If you guys know anybody that's looking for something different to watch, they don't want to be drilled. They don't want to see the same shit over and over and over again. Somebody that wants to be entertained, just kick back with me, have a couple of beers on a Friday night, and we'll have a good time. We'll explore the Emerald Forest, deep down into the forest. I'll show you what I take on my day hikes. I'll show you how I'm going out there in the wintertime with no shelter and doing winter overnighters with no shelter and no fire. And it's just because of the kind of gear that I'm wearing. I'm basically wearing the shelter, wearing everything that I need to go out there and just sit. Did have a mild winter this year though. Like it's been like springtime, getting down to in the 30s at night, which is cold, but it's not uncomfortable and it's sure as fuck not life threatening. So you wear a coat like I do, a long coat. I have a leather long coat that probably weighs 5 pounds. It's like 5 pounds of leather plus the vest and the cowl and everything. By the time I get all this gear on me, I don't want to be inside a shelter because my body heat is trapped. It's not going anywhere. Man, I hope winter's coming. I really need some winter. I need some. I should be buried in the snow. I live in the fucking snow belt right off of Lake Erie. I should be buried by now, and I ain't got nothing. I mean, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I got my spring flowers in my flower beds are turning green. It's crazy, crazy stuff going on out there. Uh, but yeah, any guys, share it out, please. And I'm not saying that to build a channel or anything like that. I'm just saying if you guys got any friends that want to see something different, that want to have an adrenaline rush, because I'm gonna be pulling some stunts this next season, just because of the type of terrain and how to navigate this terrain, like the Huntsman Slide. I get to the edge of a cliff, just because it's a fucking 80-degree drop, don't mean we're stopping. We're going right down that sumbitch, and we'll capture it on film. Beautiful landscapes, awesome scenery, and we get the wildlife in there. So it's a good time. Hey, trying to survive. I appreciate it. Again, random stream. Didn't know if anybody's going to show up this early in the day. We will try to get an evening stream up later on in the week, before the premiere Friday night. The premiere is Friday night at 8. We'll try to get another evening stream in between now and then. Probably start at like 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern in the evening. So, Dennis, you're in South Alabama? I have friends in South Alabama. The Barons live in South Alley. Yeah, we'll try to get another live stream in, an evening stream, so the people that normally watch the evening streams they're working right now, and they couldn't join us today. We'll get an evening stream in so we can talk about the premiere that's coming up. And again, I will be launching a second channel, and the first link to those channels will be out during the premiere. So if you tune into the premiere Friday night, here's how that's going to go down. The premiere Friday night, if you tune into the premiere, there's going to be that little live chat window there. I'll be posting a link to the new channel, the upcoming channel, in that chat window Friday night during the premiere. That's your first chance to get to the new channel and reserve your spot. So the new channel is not limited to outdoors content, but at the same point in time, there's going to be some crossover. I will be talking about how I film the Huntsman series. I'll be talking about some stuff that goes on behind the scenes. My workout routine is going to be more focused over there. My diet, and then talking about what's trending in the outdoors community. talking about some of my favorite outdoors men and women over there, and giving them some shout outs. Anybody that's got a channel, you know, I can give you shout outs on that new vlog channel, and I'll be doing channel reviews on there so I can look at your content and, you know, you get some Huntsman commentary on that shit. It's going to be a little bit more personal, and it's going to be a contrast between being in the outdoors and working in the city. There's two completely different worlds. So, the spin is a little bit different. The topic matter is a lot more random, but it's more old Huntsman just sitting back talking about whatever is going on out in the world. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informative. And I think that I'll be able to cover some stories and topics over there on the new channel that I just can't cover here because it don't fit into the genre. So if you're interested in some new content or just getting my thoughts on this and that, whether it's politics, what's trending on YouTube, what's trending on Instagram, and there's some drama going on there that I've been keeping an eye on here lately and I got some thoughts on. What's happening with movies, just random shit, just a random vlog channel. We're going to see how that goes. If you're interested in that type of content, just want to hang out with me on a little bit more intimate and personal level, you can check out the new channel Friday night at 8. The link will be up in the live chat window. I'll post that link a few times throughout the episode. So, yeah, new channel coming. We have a new Twitch stream coming. I'm going to be building a third, I guess we're going to say Bushcraft camp, which really ain't out there. We got the wiki up, which is kind of a basic survival shelter. We got the cottage, which is nobody's ever fucking done shit like that before, already built. I'm going to be doing a secret build that you will not see on the Huntsman channel. It'll only be streamed on Twitch. And we're going to be doing it on an entirely different landscape of entirely different materials. You might get photos or a glimpse of the secret build, but that's going to be live streamed on Twitch. It's not going to be part of the Huntsman series at all. It's a whole new branch of the brand. So, I got a lot of irons in the fire right now. I got the Huntsman series. I got my personal vlog channel that's going to be coming up with a 22 episode release. So 22 videos released all at the same time. And then we got the Twitch, which is going to be coming up. Twitch is a platform primarily for live streaming. It's not a video upload site. It's all live streams. Live streams, live streams, live streams. And the reason I'm jumping over to Twitch, a lot of YouTubers jump over to Twitch because it's more interactive and it's a whole new audience. So you're kind of blending two audiences. Like people that are on Twitch are not on YouTube all the time. People that are on YouTube don't even know about Twitch. So I'm going to take two different audiences and sort of blend them together. It's just about branching out and reaching new people. I agree, Dennis. I've been saying that since day one. Of fucking beta male pussies. They don't have survival psychology. I mean, they just... We won't get into that. And I'm gonna get away from that too. I'm not gonna watch bullshit channels and do commentary on them anymore. Unless somebody points something out to me and say, "Hey, Huntsman, go check this dumb motherfucker out." I'm tired of dealing with them. I'm tired of watching them. Like, yeah, they're not gonna change. They're not gonna change for anything. They got their style and I got mine. So I'm just gonna do my thing, and they can go suck Joe Robinette's dick and Drop Forge Survival's dick, and you know, buddy up with them. Thinking that's going to get them over on YouTube. I'm going to tell you something about a big YouTuber, and this is one thing I want you guys to take note of right now before my channel starts snowballing, because I'm going into year 3 on YouTube. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. I got 150 new subscribers this past month alone. So that snowball's starting to roll. When old Huntsman gets to 1 million subscribers, I'm going to be the same motherfucker that I am right now, and I'm going to tell you this right now. A lot of those big YouTubers that are already established, you can buddy up with them all you want. They're not going to plug your channel for you. They're not going to do a big collab for you. So you can go in there and you can kiss their asses. You can jump in their comment section. You can say, "Hey, can I be a moderator on your live stream so I get the little blue and I feel important and my life is legitimized through all of your hard work?" But at the end of the day, Those guys don't want your channel to go over. They don't want you to be the next big thing. So they're not gonna they're gonna say that they support you, or they're gonna, you know, do the whole default dialogue in the background saying, "Yeah, man, you got this. You're great. I just keep doing what you're doing." They know your shit's generic. They know that your odds of going over on YouTube are pretty fucking slim, and they're not gonna do anything really to boost you up. They don't want you to be the next big thing because you're gonna dethrone them. So all the, you know, using that tactic of trying to piggyback off of somebody else who's already put in the work, it never works on YouTube. Big channels do not collaborate with small channels. It just doesn't happen. Unless you're related or your sister's fucking the guy, he's not going to help you out on YouTube. He might, you know, give you praise in the background, but he's not going to get on his channel and devote an episode to you and say, hey, go check this guy out. He's great. He's a brand new startup channel. They're not going to do that because they don't want you to dethrone them. If they shout you out and you leave that video to go check out the new guy he just plugged, you just took away his watch time. So now he's over there watching, they're over there watching this new guy who has fresh new ideas, fresh new content, and they're trying to support this new guy. You're taking away that big channel's watch time, that big channel's revenue. That's why they're not going to help you. If by helping you out, they're taking their audience, the people that they're trying to hold the attention of, and sending them someplace else. Why are they going to do that? So that tactic of piggybacking off of somebody else's work don't fucking work. It's just being real with you guys. Now, when old Huntsman gets to 1 million subscribers, if I got one of you guys in here that only have 13 subscribers, you jump on Huntsman's live stream, Huntsman's going to be talking about you on his live stream. Just because that's what I do. If I ever get to the point where you see me acting like these big channels act, where I'm just catering to fucking sponsors and changing my dialogue or changing who I am to try to get more money, or try to keep you guys contained in the Huntsman box and not shout out another channel, kick my fucking ass for me. Like, show up at my house, knock on the door, hit me in the fucking mouth, and walk away. And then text me later and say, you know why I did that? Because you're a dumbass. Don't let me turn into those guys. I need people out there that's going to be honest with me and say, hey, you know, stop it. I don't want to be. I'm going to go over on YouTube. It's already snowballing. It's done deal. We already see evidence of it now. I haven't uploaded anything new in a month. 150 new subscribers, 70,000 views this past month. Old Huntsman's going to go over on YouTube, whether my haters like it or not. And whenever I do, the people that need help, the people that's helped me build this channel, because I didn't do it on my own. Without you guys, the channel wouldn't be shit. People that helped me build it, I'm going to help build you too. If you really want to go over, I get more subscribers, I get more views, it finally snowballs and we got this thing rolling, I'm an official YouTuber now and not just a small channel anymore, we're still going to be shouting out all the little guys. Because it takes a lot of little guys to make one big guy. And that's the secret to YouTube. You're nothing without your audience. You're nothing without every single subscriber who jumps in there and supports you, leaves you a comment, and shares your shit. You're just not. These big channels, these big YouTubers who have turned this into a career and are making thousands of dollars a month, the reason they are that person isn't because they're special. It's because their audience is. It's because it's thousands and thousands of people all putting in that effort, all putting in their time, all putting in their energy, giving their feedback. It's a community effort that builds a channel. It's not just a guy with a spin. You know what I mean? It's not just a personality type. It's about the community. And that's where I'm going with this. I'm not going to sit here and talk at you guys. I'm going to talk with you guys. And I want to give you an experience. I want to give you something that's entertaining. I want to give you something that's fun, something that's exciting, and a little bit of an adrenaline rush where you want to come back and watch it again next week. Not because of who I am, but because of what the content is. So that's where I'm going with Season 3 of the series. It's more about the wilderness. It's more about the experience of being out there and capturing what I'm seeing. Rather than you guys seeing me, you're going to be seeing my world. So the camera's going to be off of me more often. I'll still be talking to you guys. We'll still have that audio commentary, but I'll have the camera turn the fuck around so you guys can actually see where I'm going and what I'm doing. And if I jump down the fucking cliff, you get that first person's perspective, even though the camera's shaking all over the place and I damn near drop it, it'll be like you're right there with me. That's the perspective that I want to give you on this next season. Camera off of me, the camera off of me sitting on my ass. We're up moving around, we're having a good time, we're exploring the forest, we're checking out the wildlife. We're going to try to capture everything that we can as far as the outdoors goes and being out there, so you sort of have this vicarious experience of actually being in the emerald forest with me rather than just seeing me walking through the woods. Anybody can see me walking through the woods, but what I'm seeing, you can't be replicated. So if I turn that damn camera around, what we see today might not be there tomorrow. It's going to be different tomorrow. The lighting will be different. The wildlife will be in a different place. We might be in a completely different landscape because I do have landscape options here. I could take you guys to 5 different landscapes in less than half an hour. We'll be going up further to the lake. We'll actually be able to, get out on the lake and do some stuff up there where you see nothing but water as far as the eye can see all the way to Canada. Lots of different stuff that we can do. And then on the second channel, we're going to be going to the city. We'll be getting some city experiences in there. We'll be staying at a hotel in downtown Cleveland. We'll fucking check out a Cavs game or an NFL game or a fucking baseball game or, do all that kind of shit. We'll be having a lot of fun and a lot of different type of adventures over there. A lot of different experiences, whether it's just going to a fucking local coffee shop or going on a day hike in one of the areas closer to the city or that's got a little bit of more urban feel to it. A little bit more architecture to it rather than just Mother Nature. Because I do have a lot of areas around me like the cultural gardens, which is like a mile-long stretch of, I think there's over 50 different countries represented in this mile-long stretch. They all went in there and they landscaped their own garden. And the landscaping and the architecture of each individual garden is based on that country. So you get Turkey, you get Spain, you get Greece, you get Ireland, and it's all in a mile-long stretch. We'll go down there and explore that, explore the architecture, explore the wildflowers and stuff that they got growing in each individual garden. And it's absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful place to visit, and it's free. We might go to the zoo, check out the wildlife, the animals at the zoo, and talk about wildlife conservation and things like that. We can go out to metro park areas where they have, they're planting trees and they're doing conservation efforts just like we're doing right here on the channel with the channel revenue where we're planting trees with one tree planted. We get to see that on a more localized level where conservation efforts don't have to be online. Like my channel revenue goes to planting trees. That's it. We're just planting trees until we planted 5,000 trees. So everything that I earn on YouTube goes to planting trees. And we're tracking all of that on the One Tree Planted website. We got a live interactive map where you can see the trees being planted versus deforestation. That was a cool project to get into. A great cause to get into. We're out there exploring the wilderness, trying to do some stuff to actually support and give back to the wilderness that we're filming in. Yeah, man, just a lot of shit going on. But I am going to have to wrap this live stream up. I just wanted to jump on here, see who was around. It was a good time hanging out with everybody, but I got to do a run here real quick. I got to go pick Courtney up from work here in a few minutes. So we'll be wrapping this up. Again, we will be doing another live stream sometime later this week, and it'll be an evening stream, like around 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, which is a little bit different time zone for everybody that might not have been able to come into this completely random one. And on the next live stream, I will give you guys an advance notice. It'll probably be like Thursday night at 8, which is what I'm thinking, which is the day before the premiere. We can talk a little bit more about what's going to happen in the premiere, announce the new channel on that next live stream, and how you guys can get the link to the new channel so you can go reserve your spot and check out all that new content that I'll be cranking out. The premiere of Season 3 is Friday night at 8. We got a very special introduction for this premiere, and it's a completely new adventure. A few different types of landscapes, a very long hike, and a few challenges along the way. It's going to be a good time hanging out in that premiere live chat with you guys. We'll get some links up to you, and you're going to be blown away by the intro. I spent more time on the intro of this video than I did just filming the damn video. So it's going to be a good time Friday night. Please tune in for that. We will get that up and running so everybody can get their reserve spot. You'll get a notice, or you can turn your notification on for when that premiere is going to go live. Uh, I'll probably do that an hour or two before the premiere, so everybody gets a notice that the premiere is going to be happening at 8 o'clock on Friday night. You'll get that little bell notification, and you can go there, set your reminder, and come and join me on the live chat Friday night at 8. So thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Share it out. Let everybody know Huntsman's coming up with some new shit, and they better be pulling their shit together because we're going to blow them out of the water this year, and it's already set in stone. So I will see you guys later. Again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all soon.